Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good set, Byron. I've never heard a teacher use the phrase cream in your jeans before, so that was interesting. That's a new one for me. I've never heard a teacher say that. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving last week? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? You, ma'am? Yeah? And how many of your immediate family members did you discover were really racist? All of them. That's interesting. That's my favorite game when family members get together. Is like, let's find out who in my immediate family is a really, really horrible racist. And it's easy because they tell you. You don't have to even ask. They say things like thug and black on black crime, which is an interesting thing in and of itself because the very existence of that statistic is racist. I've never heard that spun the other way. I've never heard of white on white crime, but it exists. When I was 13, I stole an Eminem CD from a Target store. That's as white on white as it gets. I didn't become a statistic. That's the weird part about it. I think maybe part of it is generational. My mom's pretty old. I found out recently how old she was when I took her out to lunch. And I said, my treat, anywhere you want to go, you tell me. She picked the buffet at Arizona Charlie's. Has anybody been to Arizona Charlie's? Nope, because you have to be 65 to get in. Like, as soon as I got to the door, they were like, you're gonna, and I was like, I'm with her. And they were like, okay, but just this once. Like, they were all apprehensive about it. And I knew it as soon as I walked in, it's like they could smell me. They were like, and they all started closing in on me like they were thirsty for my youth. It was the closest that my life has ever come to a zombie film because they were almost dead. You've been to Arizona Charlie's, right? Yeah, I think you were there. I saw you there. She also hates the music I listen to. I listen to all kinds of different music, but I'm particularly a big fan of a man named Kanye West, who, that's not the reaction that usually gets. I appreciate that. He goes by the nickname Yeezus, which is sort of a religious reference. He also collaborates with a man named Jay-Z, who goes by the nickname Hova, which is also a religious reference. I think that they should continue that trend, and they should if they make another album together, they should call it Jehovah's Witnesses. And then their fans can just go door to door asking people if they're interested in buying the record. I also think people make really interesting choices with tattoos. I mean, I have a couple and I love them, but people make some weird choices with them. I have a friend who got a quote from his favorite novel tattooed on his arm, which is fine, except that he got it in Braille. And the interesting thing about that is nobody reads Braille except for blind people, and you have to be able to feel it to read it. Tattoos are smooth. So essentially, he just got polka dots, or like he got like a scatter plot, and depending on which way he bends his arm, he can show positive and negative trends in things. I also used to work at a Target, had a man come through my line, had a giant tattoo on his arm, very visible, that said money over bitches, and he complained about the price of potato chips, which to me says that he does not have either one of those things. I think it's a really interesting form of irony in that if you have a giant, very visible tattoo that says money over bitches, nobody's hiring you and nobody wants to sleep with you. That's my time, guys. Thank you.